This is absolutely crazy. Some has just happened, all right? The US SEC just took another step that is detrimental to the crypto space. They basically just went after a whole bunch of other cryptocurrencies while putting up a lawsuit against a very famous cryptocurrency exchange, Bittrex. Now, I don't personally use Bittrex, and neither do you, because nobody really used Bittrex anymore for the last 5 years. The thing is though, they in their complaint also basically said that Bittrex was facilitating the trade between a lot of our favorite cryptocurrencies, including Algorand, and it's actually pretty crazy. So let's talk about it in this video. And also, I want to make something very clear about XRP somewhere in this video. So if you're bullish on that crypto, let me know down below. And actually, just let me know down below if you think the SEC is crazy or right for this action as we talk about it. And again, I decided to not dress up because, hey, they're screwing me over. And they're screwing you over, you should also be laying in bed crying. Or like me, go to work in a bathrobe, because screw the SEC. Anyway, what they just did. Today, we charged crypto asset trading platform Bittrex Inc. and its co-founder and former CEO, William Shihara, for operating an unregistered national securities exchange, broker, and clearing agency. We also charged Bittrex's foreign affiliate, Bittrex Global GmbH, for failing to register as a national securities exchange in connection with its operation of a single shared order book along with Bittrex. And if that was everything, I wouldn't be here making a video because honestly and frankly, I don't really care, all right? The US SEC going after a crypto exchange is really none of my business unless I use the exchange. I would only want to make an update for all of you as well. It's not that juicy and it's most likely unjustified. Then again, if we're talking about, okay, this exchange didn't have the proper license and so they couldn't trade or allow for trades, all right, could be, all right? But it's actually a significant amount deeper than that. Because as you'll read, as you dive a little bit deeper into all of it, you can read, and Tony Edward put it rightly here, corrupt regulator Gary Gensler and the SEC filed a lawsuit against Bittrex and named multiple digital assets, including Algorand, as securities. Now, Gary was promoting Algorand a little while ago, which we're going to talk about in just a second. I'll show you guys the video. See why a Ripple victory is crucial. The entire market needs Ripple to win. Goldman Gary is going after everything. We have to unite and fight this tyrant. Now, you can read, and though many of the tradable crypto assets on the Bittrex platform have characteristics that allegedly resemble securities, the lawsuit specifically names 6 tokens as examples on Bittrex that include OMG Network, Dash, which is interesting, Algorand, Monolith, Naga, and Real Estate Protocol. Now, I've personally not traded these last 3 cryptos and I've never heard of them ever in my life, but I'm a holder of all 3 of the first ones. Yes, I hold some OMG, yes, I hold some Dash, and yes, I hold some Algorand, so they're basically coming after my pockets, all right? I'm concerned here. What's going on? And to talk about the situation in regards to Algorand, let us quickly take a look at this video from Gary Gensler with regards to what he thought of the project a while ago.
Governance is tough. You could create Uber or Lyft on top of a blockchain technology today. Well, maybe in 5 years you could. It would have the performance. Sylvia McCally's Algorand, who's a Turing Award winner at MIT that I work with. Sylvia's got a great technology that has the performance. You could create Uber on top of it. The question is then who would update the software?
So what is it, Gary? Is Algorand good? Is it bad? Is it good technology? Should we be allowed to put money in there or not? Or what exactly, Gary? Obviously, it has been confusing. It stays confusing, and they're not doing anything about it. All the more reason why the video I made earlier today is so crucial, because I basically explained to you guys that Gary Gensler, our savior, all right, is actually getting a Congress hearing tomorrow where he has to explain his decisions on the crypto market and why exactly they're going after cryptos in the way in which they've done here yet again. Please understand that I don't understand the way in which they do their business, and neither does anybody else. Which is why quite recently here that some of these regulators, some of these Congress people are actually thinking of getting Chair Gensler off the throne as he's not doing the right thing for crypto. And now, as he goes after Bittrex here, this is going to be way more important. And the decision for tomorrow, or the whole talk of tomorrow, is going to be 10 times as crucial as we had initially expected. Again, guys, if this was a fair game, you wouldn't hear me screaming about it. I would be just right there with him, with Gary Gensler marching to take all these crypto exchanges down if he only talked about them not having the perfect license, which they do give guidance about. I would be right there marching with him because, hey, that would hurt investors. That would not be fair, and so I'd be with him. But the fact that they don't give rules, they don't give the license for all these companies trying to do everything perfectly, and they don't give the freaking, and this is the most important part, they don't give the people of the US or people around the world the ability to make their own financial decisions, to make freaking money. Well, for that reason, I can't be with him, all right? I'm against Mr. Gensler, and he can know it. Well, you can know it. In Ripple, the judge said the SEC lacks faithful allegiance to the law. In Library, the judge shamed the SEC over the lack of clarity. In Grayscale, the court said the SEC's arguments made no sense. In Voyager, the judge blasted the SEC's ethics and behavior. The SEC will lose. This is actually as a response to John Reed Stark, who literally said, an SEC crypto exchange crackdown has begun, and the SEC has apparently taken no prisoners. 4 recent SEC events indicate the crypto exchanges, platforms, etc. will have to stop doing business in the US, at least in their current form. And it's quite funny. At the start of this video, I wanted to make it all about how adoption is changing and what I think was basically going to happen next with articles like, for example, this right here. Apple launches high-yield savings account offering 4.50% APY in partnership with Goldman Sachs. I kind of wanted to connect this to Gary and talk about the fact that I do believe eventually Apple is going to get into crypto, and at that point, you're going to stop being an early adopter. You're just going to be a normal crypto holder, if that's your entry into crypto, that is. And the fact that right now cryptos might be down, as apparently there is a US tax deadline for tomorrow, which we've seen with, for example, the end of the year dumps that people dump, if it's required for their taxes. It makes a lot of sense. But most importantly was putting some emphasis on some which I talked about in my previous video, but did put too much emphasis on. And I also noticed that it was a little bit too late in the video, so a lot of people did not see it. Payout outlets using XRP. So this part here, what you're seeing right here, is actually how XRP connects some of the most major banks with one another. We've already talked about how huge Ripple's network is and how great the XRP utility is from a certain perspective. The thing is, though, many people don't actually properly realize just how broad the rails are that Ripple has built for the XRP ledger and the XRP ecosystem. And so this, in my opinion, quite nicely explains, I should say, just how huge the XRP ledger is, or how huge XRP's usage can be over time as this kind of expands itself. Anyway, coins.ph supports the following payment outlets through ODL. Warning, some heavy hitters. JP Morgan, Bank of America, National Association, Citibank, NA Tokyo, Sumitomo, ING, Deutsche Bank, Standard Chartered, and roughly 75 other major global banks all use ODL. All these major banks, and I did not even see that the first part, utilize through some way, shape, or form XRP, or rather they can. They've got the connections here through coins.ph, that crypto exchange. Again, they are all connected through one specific crypto exchange right here, as the coins.ph, the crypto exchange in the Philippines, is connected to all these banks, and they work with XRP with on-demand liquidity, one of Ripple solutions within RippleNet. And it's actually pretty wild if you start thinking about it, right? The fact that XRP is literally everywhere. And once more, this case of the SEC just showcases just how important the Ripple also would be. John Dean and many others have said before, right now is the time, right now as we speak is the time where crypto will be decided in the US forever. Right now is the make or break point. And so what we should do is suit up, all right, and fight this battle to the freaking end. Because right now, all the XRP holders, they're coming together to fight the SEC. But many in the crypto space, they criticized the XRP holders. They did not want to stand in the same line until the SEC went after Coinbase. And right now is yet another stepping stone where many people start to realize this battle ain't going to be over soon. Tomorrow, crucial day, because Gary Gensler has to appear in front of Congress. But even after that, the battle is not over. I'm almost like spitting on myself. because I'm that freaking excited. I'm like hyped up here for the fact that this is just insane, and we've been warning about it time and time again. But guys, it ain't gonna stop itself. Gary Gensler is one power-hungry let's not say that. He's one power-hungry guy. It ain't gonna stop. He requests more and more funding to basically wreck us. It's just what he does almost every single day. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. And so all we can do is just show our concern, show and explain. We don't agree with their methods. We think it's vile. We think it's villainous. We think it's a misuse of the power that he's being granted. And so guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button, or if you think of this stuff is crazy, show some support and show some resistance is the best way I can call it. Show that you don't agree with their crazy methods. And that's about it for this video. See you guys later in another one.